In this video, I'm going to be talking about one emotion that I haven't heard being spoken about at all in the manifestation space, in the personal development space. I want to talk about this one emotion because it holds the key to actually being able to raise your vibration, even when what you're going through feels hard and it feels heavy and it feels like a struggle, and you can't touch gratitude and you can't touch appreciation because you're just stuck in the trenches of feeling negativity. It's the one emotion that will allow yourself to leap pad into a higher vibration, into a higher frequency. And it's often the bridge that most of us need, but no one ever talks about this. And it's something that I have found helps me time and time and time again. And I'll explain why in a minute. So if you are someone that has been struggling to feel gratitude, you're really fed up with hearing about toxic positivity, sticking a band-aid over your negative emotions and your worries and your struggles. And if you're someone that just can't feel high vibe, you can't access that, you can't access gratitude or love or appreciation right now because of where you are right now and how you're feeling, I want to honor that with you. And I want to give you a tool to help you. I will also be walking you through a quick process so you can access this emotion instantly. And I'll be giving you some tips to actually anchor this emotion in and embody it and actually take actions that help you feel this on a more regular basis. And when you master this emotion, you will instantly feel better and you'll be able to really consciously create what you want through controlling your thoughts and your emotions and your actions. So I'm excited to dive in with this video. Before I do, if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Kirsty Elizabeth. I help women awaken their true self, unlock their hidden potential, and boldly claim the life they were destined to be living. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe. I have so much content coming out, so much in the backlog ready for you to binge watch. I also have a free gift I'd love to share with you, which is called 2025 The Pregame. And in it, I share 5 crucial inner shifts that are required to create an unrecognizable year. These will give you the foundation and the baseline to becoming the version of you need to become to create this dream reality, this dream year, this dream life. And it's completely for free. Just check the comments where there's a link to sign up and you can get instant access right now. Okay, so back to this video. So I have struggled so much when I was suffering from depression, or I woke up in a really negative mood and I didn't really understand my emotions. I didn't really know how to work through them and process them. And all I'd ever hear were people online or reading in the books, just think positive, just think positive, just think positive. I've actually done another video on this. So if you're sick of this too, I'm going to share with you in that video why positive thinking doesn't work and actually blocks your manifestations most of the time. So I'll drop a link to that in the video description. You can check that out after. So I got sick of hearing this because it just didn't work for me. And every time I tried to force myself to think positively, what I was actually doing was shoving down these negative emotions. I was pretending they didn't exist. I was trying to turn the other way, but they were trying to tell me something. They were giving me a message as to what was actually going on subconsciously for me when it came to things that I was moving towards or things that I wanted. Basically, the reasons why I didn't think I could have them was coming out through this negative emotion. And if I'd listened and learned to process them, I'd be able to understand what this emotion was trying to tell me. But at the time, I was just trying to shove these positive affirmations down. I would do so many different things. I would visualize, I'd meditate, and these are powerful and I haven't stopped. I love them so much. But I was doing these things all throughout the day to try and make myself feel good. Like, it ended up feeling like a lot of work. It ended up feeling like a struggle, and almost like a full-time job, which I know sounds crazy because why wouldn't you want to be happy, right? Why wouldn't we want to feel good? But it's because I was bypassing something that was already there, that wanted to be heard, it wanted to be felt, it wanted to be transmuted, it wanted to be processed. So that's why it didn't work. If you think about Abraham Hicks's emotional scale, and we've got guilt, shame, depression down at the bottom of the spiral, and then at the top we've got unconditional love and appreciation and gratitude right at the top. And even Abraham Hicks says you can't get from there to there. You can't get there from there, right? She talks about gradually increasing your emotion, raising your vibration at a gradual level so that you can actually reach to where you want to go. So what I'm proposing to you is there's one emotion that if you can reach for this one, you'll actually cut that in half. You'll get to neutral so much faster. And then from there, you have the control. When you are in a neutral energy, a neutral emotion, you can start thinking clearly again. You're not in fight or flight anymore. You're not in survival mode. You're not being driven by fear and panic and worry and anxiety and depression and sadness and frustration and impatience and anger and all these other emotions, right? When we're being driven by that, it's very hard to think clearly, and we're not in vibrational resonance with the ideas, the solutions, the synchronicities, the magic, the miracles that we desire. So we're actually blocking our path to leading us to where we want to go. So when we cut out these negative emotions and we can let them go and we get ourselves to a place of being neutral, then we have the choice. Then we can actually choose what we think. Then we can actually choose how to feel, and we can do things to make us feel that way because we're not battling these lower level emotions. So I'm going to share some steps with you in a minute to make sure that we don't actually bypass these emotions. But the emotion I'm encouraging you to go for is a sense of relief. Relief. Just feeling that word and hearing that word and feeling that energy of relief. It's like all the problems have gone away. It's like all the tension melts from your body. It's like you're taking that backpack of limitations and limiting beliefs and worries and fears. You're taking it off your shoulders and you're just letting yourself breathe again. When we take a deep breath in and we sigh, we're basically telling our subconscious that everything's okay, that we're safe again, that we're not in this fight or flight, that it's okay, that we're safe. And that's what relief does to me. When I feel relief, it's like, it's okay. Everything's okay. Just feel it with me now. Just put your hand on your heart. Take some deep breaths in and out. Take another deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in, and this time just imagine breathing in some pure white healing energy. Hold at the top. And then breathe out all the resistance. Keeping your eyes closed, just allow yourself to just relax in the moment. Feeling your hand on your heart, feeling the energy, feeling this chakra being activated, being lit up, being opened up. Feeling at one with your body, with yourself, with your soul, with your spirit. Take another breath in and out. And just sense that feeling of relief. Perhaps there's something that you're trying to achieve. Maybe there's something you're stressed about or worried about that you haven't been able to solve. Just imagine that being solved. Imagine that it's just been taken away from you. Now feel the relief of that not being an issue for you anymore. Notice what that relief sensation feels like. Notice where you feel it in your body. Continue to breathe in and out, just looking for the sensation of relief. And notice that as you do, your heart opens. Your body actually gets more relaxed. Maybe your shoulders sink. You feel more at peace. Almost still, as you feel this sense of relief. There's nothing for you to do here. There's nothing going wrong. In this moment of presence, it's just you, your soul, your higher self, and just this feeling of relief. You don't have to do anything to find relief. You don't have to work for it or struggle for it. You don't even have to ignore or suppress your negative emotions. You just need to reach for it. Just reach for that feeling of relief. Imagine the times when you've struggled, when things have been happening, challenges that you just couldn't overcome, and you always did. You always did. Just think how that felt. The relief of achieving it or accomplishing it or overcoming it. Relief is such a beautiful word. It's such a beautiful vibration and emotion and energy. It's signaling to your mind, body and soul that everything's okay now. Everything is okay now. When you feel relief, you can remind yourself that the universe is conspiring in your favor, and that actually the law of duality says that there's a polar opposite for everything. So even though you have this problem, even though you have this challenge or unwanted circumstance, the opposite already exists too. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to struggle and strive for it. You just have to change your frequency. Feel into the relief, knowing that it's already there, it's already done. Feel into the relief that this isn't on your shoulders. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to try. You don't have to do anything. Feel into the relief of knowing that you can surrender this, you can give it up to a higher power, you can let it go. Ease yourself into this feeling of relief right now. Take some deep breaths. You're safe. You're grounded in this energy. You're grounded in this moment. There's nothing you need to do right now. There's nowhere you need to be. Just here in your presence, in your energy. Find that peace. As the relief subsides, you're able to find a place of neutrality, where you're able to think more clearly, where you have a broader perspective, where you're able to reframe and change the way you look at things, so that the things you look at change. Your mind opens, your heart opens. And now from this place, now you can tap into higher emotions. Now you can tap into different frequencies. Now you can start to feel gratitude, because you can feel gratitude for the relief. What a beautiful gift. Feel gratitude for the fact that for this present moment, there's no worries. There's no fear. You've given yourself a break and a rest. You've given your nervous system a rest. How grateful do you feel for that? How grateful are you for your nervous system, for keeping you safe, for wanting to keep you alive? How grateful are you for your body, for helping you hold all of this? How grateful are you for yourself, for giving yourself this gift right now? And we could go so much deeper with this. There's so much to be grateful for. You can see how you can spiral this up now. When you sense the sensation and the energy of relief, you bring yourself back to neutral. And from there you get to choose. You get to choose what you want to feel. You get to choose who you want to be, how you want to act, how you want to think. It doesn't mean the problems have gone away, but it means you're now in a vibration where you can access the solution. You're now in a frequency where you can attract the synchronicities that solve this issue for you. You're now in a state where you can actually surrender to the universe. And if you haven't already, you can open your eyes now. So I just wanted to walk you through that to show you what it feels like to just feel into relief. Because there's not resistance there. We're not trying to force ourselves to be happy or loving or grateful in that moment. Yet from relief, I also wanted to show you how you can access gratitude. So you can still work your way up if you like to. But just being at a neutral level, you have so much more control over your mind, your emotions and your actions, and therefore your reality, than you do in any negative emotion. At the beginning, I said I wanted to share some steps with you now. So the first step would be to really acknowledge the negative emotions that you're feeling. What are they? What are they trying to tell you? Look for the thoughts and the beliefs behind them. Look for the story. It's all silently going on in your mind on replay. It's an old habit. It's an old pattern. It's not your reality, but it's something that you keep telling yourself it is. So look for that story, look for that narrative. Figure out what it is that these emotions are trying to tell you. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to feel everything we feel. But once you've done that, now ask yourself, what will help me feel relief from this? Maybe there's a massive problem. And if you just took one action towards it, it would make you feel like you're back in control because you're actually doing something about it rather than avoiding it. This is something I used to find. I used to have the silliest of things building up on me. I used to have returns and things I needed to post that would literally sit there for weeks and weeks until almost it was too late to send them off. And that would eat away at me. This would all build a pressure on me. And it would all be building a negative energy. It'd all be building resistance in me. And just tackling one of those things when I was so resistant to it gave me such a sense of relief. And it was just one thing. And what happened when I felt the relief? I was then motivated and inspired to do another one of those things because it made me feel good. So what can you do to help relieve you from this right now? And just journal on that. Ask yourself it. What action steps can I take to feel relief from this right now? Accepting that if it's out of your control, there's nothing you can do, but you can choose and change how you feel. So what is it going to take for you to feel a sense of relief? And then you can just tap back in, go back to the beginning of this video when I started leading you through that guided process of tapping into relief, and just allow yourself to feel it. You might even want to do that first and then come up with ideas for action steps to help you feel more relief afterwards. So I hope just during this process, this video and the steps, I've shown you how powerful the energy, the emotion, the sensation of relief really is when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to being happy, when it comes to living your best life, when it comes to being the person you want to be. You aren't your emotions, you aren't your thoughts, you aren't the identities you carry around with you. And so you deserve relief from all the problems and the pressure and all the things you put yourself under. Allow yourself to start tapping into relief. It's so powerful and it has helped me so much change my energy, change my vibration, and really lean into the person that I want to become. So I hope this has helped you. Don't forget, if you are looking to change your life next year, make sure you sign up for my free program, my free 5-day workshop, 2025 the pregame. It will give you the best foundation to create a new year. And in the meantime, I will see you in the next video. Make sure you drop your comments below. Let me hear your breakthroughs, your ahas. I love hearing from you. When you comment, it makes me so happy because I know there's someone on the other end of the screen who this is actually helping. So it means the world when I hear and I get to talk to you as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.